And with my wife, in her case, even as a child, her parents were going to church, but at the same time, it was probably neglecting the children. And at that time, it just left like a field day for the enemy to come in and just do what he wanted to do. And then after a while, that's when the old devil started trying to manifest himself. Because he knew his time was short when we went to Hawaii.
Now, you mentioned you were in the military. You went to Hawaii. Missionary Scott, how did that make you feel being him being in the military, your military wife, and I'm sure you had to be separated sometimes. Talk to us about that.
Well, he was gone like sometimes he would leave me 6 months, go out, come back in 6 months, go back out, and then sometimes he would leave me 1 year. And at that time, when, like I said, I knew his name was Jesus, but I didn't know what he could do for me. And at the time, when he was going overseas, all I could think about was just getting out, you know, because we had a relationship was so close that, he didn't want me to go anywhere without him, and I didn't go nowhere without him. But when he got ready to leave, I had my chance to go to my mother's house and, go to the stores and places by myself, but didn't know that the enemy was having me not going with my husband. So when he went to Hawaii, my mother told me, go with your husband. And I did not want to go. But Satan knew his time had come, but I didn't know it.
Yes.
When I got on the airplane, I went over there. I was there for about 1 year. And as I was there, walking around in a house, I heard a pastor on the TV and was telling me that I need to say this prayer. As I said the prayer, I found myself crying, and I did not know. I knew I had a good husband that loved me very much. I loved him, but I didn't know what was going on. And the whole time I was there, I felt like something was about ready to explode. And I went on to this church, and as I went to the church, the pastor saw me, and he said, I'm going to do something different tonight. I'm going to pray for everybody in this church. And the enemy was telling me, get out of here, get out, because I had emphysema, epilepsy. That's one reason why my husband would let me go by myself anywhere. And I had the grand mal seizures, epilepsy, was smoking 3 packs of cigarettes a day. And I caught myself hiding it from my husband. And at that time, when I walked into the church, when the pastor saw me, he seen every unclean spirit that was inside. And the first thing the enemy would tell you, get out, go now, because he don't want you to be delivered. And
Yes.
when he saved me for the last, and then I tried to get up to get out, but I couldn't. And so when I got ready to get up, he said, I'm going to save, he saved me for the
Yes.
last. When I walked up there, he put his hands on my forehead, and I remember falling to the floor. I fell on my face. And I remember them turning me over. And they said, I found her, I found her, I found her. And I heard these voices coming out of me. And they were saying all kinds of things, cursing God. The pastor said, who are you? Who are you? But see, he said, who are you? He didn't say in the name of Jesus. They wouldn't say anything. So he said, let me anoint everybody, every baby, and get out of here now. It's a very long testimony.
Yes.
It went on and on till 4 o'clock that morning. And they was calling themselves out, spitting all over everybody. And I remember after they took me home, and my husband, he ran and he told the children, get your Bibles. And then as he was talking, the demons was talking, that's what they was, unclean spirits.
Yes.
And they had been in me for years. And what they were doing, they brought legions legions of demons that was inside of me, and they could not touch my husband because he knew the Lord.